Hello and welcome back to my channel. Make certain to hit the like and subscribe button and ring that notification bell to be among the first to receive updates on videos like this and many others. And today I am so excited because I have one of my dearest friends with me on the planet, this lovely lady. This is Patti Negri. Now, Patti Negri is, of course, famous for being on Ghost Adventures and a whole other shows. She is an author, and she is known as the Good Witch of Hollywood. Yeah. Did I say that correctly?
Close enough.
Close enough.
Good Witch of wherever you want me to go.
She's the Good Witch. And I met this lovely lady through a mutual friend.
Yes.
And we hit it off, and we've been very good friends ever since.
Immediately. We met at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. And all the favorite people. No, and I fell in love with him. And who wouldn't? I mean, just like, who is this wonderful, creative, energetic, very special person?
And so this lovely lady, she is one of the reasons that I was on Ghost Adventures. And why don't you tell the story about what happened in that instance? How did I get involved?
Yes, that happened. Again, I've done, I don't know, like 10 episodes, I think, and they are looking for places, and they trust me because I work with people all the time. I do clearings and what's good and what isn't legit and what is legit and all that stuff. And so often they get really like kind of lowbrow houses. It's like, this trailer is haunted again. This hoarder's trailer is haunted again. And once I came in here and I saw the magic that you have, that the nice haunting that you had, the power that you had, I couldn't wait to tell them. I just knew Zach and the whole crew would fall in love with you, as I did.
They were really professional. I really enjoyed working with them. They were. Zach came in and he went, "Okay, everybody, respect this place. You have to."
And again, that's why they're in their, what, season 20, I think. It's year 11.
I think so, yeah.
And it's because, again, they are respectful, they are professional, and it is legit. I mean, they're big and they commit 120%, so it looks like this. But they will keep me in the dark. They would blindfold me if they had to. They keep me sequestered in the van outside, in everything that they have, to not know what's going on. I'm usually scared. It's like, okay, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, but it's like, drive to this address or fly to this address. We weren't going to tell you anything. You just walk in the house and you tell us what happened. I'm always like, oh, good God, what if I hear nothing? What if I get crickets? What if I just get, I don't know. Somebody had breakfast. But their places are so charged and it's so vetted, just like you were really vetted beforehand. I've never walked into one and got nothing. It's like, oh yeah, there's a ghost over here. Somebody was murdered over here. There was beheaded on the floor. You know, they don't go to friendly places.
Now, I remember a story that you told about one of your most bizarre cases where you flew out to the desert and
that was really great to Scottsdale, Arizona. What was interesting about this is because we're both magical workers and we both help people and do stuff. And that ghost show, as in all of them, you go in and you see the ghost and you try to prove it and then you leave. Try to prove it and then you leave. On several occasions, I've actually gone out and helped clear the house after everything got riled up. But on this one, it was a funny story. It's like, drive to Scottsdale. They go, Patti, just fly to Scottsdale. We need you here. It's like, okay. They go, and usually they have a PA pick you up. And I go, you don't need a PA. We've let a car in your name, a rental car, just drive out. And I'm like, can I have an address? I am not that good of a psychic. I'm not. I need an address. So, oh yeah, it's like, here, drive out here. So I'm driving through Scottsdale, Phoenix, through Scottsdale, out into the desert, out to where there's like nothing, and then the paved road ends, and I'm on a dirt road. I'm like, where am I? And then I get into this house in the middle of nowhere, and there's no crew. There's not even just their little vans, and there's one little car with Justin, the new kid. I'm like, hi, where's everybody? He goes, oh, they'll be here soon. Okay. He's like, oh, but don't get out of the car. I'm like, why? He goes, oh, there's hordes of killer pigs here. I'm like, what? Yeah, they'll eat you. I'm like, what? I'm a city girl. I live in Hollywood. He goes, yeah, but they were here last night. We were shooting last night, and they're called, what are they called? I don't know what they're called. Killer pigs. Look them up. And I'm like, okay, I'll stay in the car. And he goes, oh yeah, and watch out for the scorpions. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, they're everywhere, but but they glow in the dark. If you have a black light, show the black light. I'm like, I don't have a black light. I'm in a rental car, economy rental car in the middle of the desert. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here in the car. Nobody's here yet. And then almost like we were sitting watching like on a candid camera TV show, the wind whips up and blows through the thing. And it's like, oh, he goes, oh yeah. And then there's valley fever. I'm, what? He goes, valley fever. Yeah, there's some spores or germs in the air in Arizona and parts of New Mexico. And it gets in your lungs, it'll kill you. I'm like, get me in the dang house with the ghosts. I can handle ghosts. I can handle demons, killer pigs, scorpions, and valley fever. It was hysterical. I was really looking for like a hidden camera to go, okay, it's a punk. I don't know. But then the Zach pulled up, they all pulled up, and then it became Ghost Adventures. But the other thing besides that was like the funniest thing that's ever happened to me, is that what was really special about that, again, because I like resolution, I like people seeing, is that we're doing it, and he had me go in and investigate and do my thing and tell them what happened here, as I do. And then getting ready, they were going to do lockdown. He goes, oh, Patti, and I want you to come back after lockdown and clear the house. I'm like, oh, on camera? I was like, really? So it's good. They sent me off to a hotel for however many hours and came back, and they filmed me doing a real clearing, which actually helped the show because I went right for this mirror. It's called Haunting in Scottsdale. I went right for this mirror. I go, this is the portal. I go, this I have to shut down. And had I known the last few hours, they were sitting there with their SLS camera watching something walk in and out of that exact mirror. So it helped their investigation, me just clearing it. Plus, it gives anybody watching it going, if you have a haunted house you don't like, you don't have to sit in it. You can clear it. This is our realm. They have to play by our rules. Don't give your power away.
That is such it's so true. You know, in my clearing of houses, oftentimes I'll tell people will come to me and they'll say, well, I have these energies and what do I do? And many times I get this inclination and I go, clean your house, like physically clean your house. And then oftentimes they'll say, well, it's kind of messy. Couldn't I just maybe sprinkle something around? No, you can't. You have to first clean it. And if you have a clean house, move a chair, move a picture. That keeps that flow of energy going. That's what I've learned. Yeah,
oh, me too. And it is so big. I'm not like a feng shui because I'm not an Eastern person. I have my little pagan-y version of it. But so many people, like, your house flows, flows, flows. It always has. And you move it and it flows. But so many people, it's like, did you really have to put this wall right here when you walk in, or this monster piece of furniture? Energy flows just like air flows, but energy does. So, round things off a little, put something to pull things in. If you don't want things to stick there, whether it's ghosts or anger or just flat energy.
Now, my lovely, speaking of energies, one of my favorite things that you do is bath time magic. Yeah. Would you tell us a little bit about your bath time magic?
I will, because, I'm very practical, and I don't have a lot of time for big, deep rituals and things. It's like, I gotta go fast. So one of my favorite things to do is just keep salt. Everybody knows salt is cleansing. Keeping salt in the bathroom. Because yes, it's great to take nice baths. And my favorite bath is a white bath. It's old school Southern conjure. Salt, sugar, milk. You feel like Cheerios, yes. But a handful of salt to cleanse, a handful of sugar to sweeten, a cup of milk to nurture. And again, for a 30-cent bath, it's great. You could rinse off afterwards, but I do a lot of have people do like early childhood work in it, or past life work in it, or just releasing things in it. But if you can't do that, and you have your 2-minute shower before you go to day job, just throw a little sprinkle of salt on the bottom of the tub. You've just turned it into a cleansing. Or again, if you want the awareness of, I need more money in my life, I need love, turn that quick bath into a magical spell. If you use bar soap, carve sigils on your soap. Dollar signs, hearts, anything that means anything to you. You are charging that soap right there. Even when that wears off the soap, it's still charged. So now it's a love bath, it's a money bath. And I'm throwing it. And if you use liquid soap or on your shampoo, put it with a Sharpie on the outside of the bottle. I'm writing, this is my love. And again, you're doing this power, because I'm a big believer, mind, body, spirit. We have to believe it with our head or we'll never do it or get it. That's psychology, that's basic. We'll never surpass our own belief system, ever.
No.
Action, body, we have to take action. Okay, I'm scrubbing with that. And the spirit, that's the magic behind it. That literally can be a spell working, a candle working, a not magic, carving a candle, carving a soap. It could be go to church and pray if that's your thing. It could be new age, affirmations, or vision boards. But again, if you have the thought pattern, the action, and the magic behind it, you get it. And the other place for salt, again, of bathrooms, and it's just so easy because I see energy. That's my gift, and it's like, just do this. It just seems so easy to me. Going on to the commode now, going to the bathroom, we all go to the bathroom. When you go to the bathroom, all your lower chakras are open. All those survival chakras, all those, not your high evolved one. So in a water, the toilet, the commode is water. That's a big old water cauldron, babe. Any witches out there or non-witches, water is emotion, water is flow. Before you sit down, a little tiny pinch of salt into the commode. When you go to the bathroom, you could release anger or angst or fear or whatever and just release it into the toilet. You have this little magic, it flushes down as it transmuted into the ocean.
That is a beautiful, that is something I'm going to implement. I didn't even realize
and
that.
It is so cute to have salt in your bathroom because some people, I've seen people like those little travel Morton salt sitting in the bathroom shaker, or you could do a cute little bowl of fancy little salt, but it's powerful. So magic is everywhere. You just have to.
Speaking of magic, you have brought with you a guest today.
I have.
I can hear her over there saying, "Get to me,
I know.
Mom.
She gets
Get to
really
me,
bored.
Mom."
This is Belle. Whoops, and her pen, she just knocked off both pens. I didn't, look at these beautiful devil and angel. Look at, as we say, from Richard-Lael.
So, and that's actually what I gave these lovely little, it's a little devil and a little angel, because where I am the gentleman psychic, an out gay Satanist, and she's the good witch, she's sort of, for all of you nerds out there, she's sort of the Aziraphale to Crowley, and we work together to kind of prevent the end of the world.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And
so, hello, Miss Belle.
So, yes, let's get back. We're going to put these pins away later. Okay, we'll put them on you later.
She's looking at them. She says, wait a minute.
This is beautiful Belle. She was actually sent to me, oh gosh, I don't know, a couple years ago now. A girl, she's a 105-year-old now. She's a German doll, because on the back of her, I looked her up where she is. Her face is made of porcelain, pretty good skin for over 100. The body is something called composite, something, I think it's like wood paste glue that was made from back then. But a girl in Belgium had her, and this Belle had made her sick for like 3 years.
Oh.
It made all her hair fall out, made her little girl sick.
Oh.
And she saw me on Ghost Adventures, or the spin-off Deadly Possessions, doing a seance with Peggy the doll, who's a dark haunted doll, cute little blonde thing that like gives people heart attacks.
But, oh, wow.
Gives 2 people heart attacks, documented 80 people sick. But she had seen me, holding this little doll hand, and we were with the girl who had then owned her, and now Zach owns her, of course.
Of course.
And one of the girls a young woman too, had been given a heart attack by Belle.
Oh, wow.
So she had seen me doing a seance with Belle at the museum and said, "Well, if I could handle Peggy, I could handle Belle." So she said, "Can I send her to you?" And I said, "Yes." So she sent her to me. This is the power that Belle had. I had never done this is a couple years ago. I'd never done a Facebook Live before, ever, not one. And when I do them now, it's like, ooh, I got 100 views. Ooh, this one got up to maybe 1,000. But I'm not that popular, Facebook Live. But all of a sudden, I'm opening Belle, and I had my friend Shauna from next door there. We're unwrapping the Belle. 49,000 views.
Wow.
49,000 views.
Belle,
Opening Belle.
Those
aren't my people. I don't have 49,000 people. But it was
yes. Fabulous, Miss
I'm
Belle.
like, I didn't even realize it at the moment. 49,000. So anyway, we got her open, and here's this beautiful doll with dark, icky energy, and I'm like, I don't have that much hair. I don't want my hair to fall out. So we banished the dark spirit, and I didn't know it was in there. We just banished the dark, because it wasn't a human spirit. It was something dark. And then eventually, not much long, all of a sudden this beautiful little girl spirit comes out. This little maybe 7-ish, yeah, probably European, probably I think kind of even feels a little, this little 7-year-old girl who I think the real girl probably didn't have a good life, probably sickly, and I think put her spirit into this doll. This is probably her doll, and Belle comes out, and she was great, but if she didn't know how to be her at first. She really drained people's energy.
Yeah.
I had to keep her little cups of like rue, the herb rue, to protection, and she still has little evil eye things, and I have things on her back because she would just suck the energy out of anyone. She wasn't evil or bad.
No,
she just
never.
Ever. But it's just like, oh gosh.
Well, in the early days, dolls were given to children when they were oftentimes sick, and even with the human hair, they would be made with human hair, and oftentimes in Egyptian culture, the dolls were created to transport, to be act as a go-between for the spirits to inhabit. So it doesn't surprise me that Ms. Belle, had taken on this spirit.
And she took on the spirit. So at first, again, she was a little timid. But all the sucking of energy went away, and she just became part of the family. She loves living at my house because I like you have an active house with people coming and magic coming. I have a upstairs, downstairs. My husband and I will be downstairs watching TV, and we hear her running around upstairs. It's like all the animal critters are with us. It's Belle. She's hysterical. You guys might see her. I mean, her eyes do the open close, old-fashioned doll thing. But we've caught on camera so many times her eyes moving side to side, and you could see, this is porcelain. It really can't move, but people can always tell.
She does
her
get
mood.
Very
Really expressive.
I've watched many of your live feeds with Belle, and
you could just tell she's happy, she's less happy, she's this, she's that.
I think one of my favorites was when you were with Ms. Sheena, and Ms. Belle Ms. Belle got tired and she went.
I think whenever we would not talk about her, Belle would just get bored, and that one she fell asleep. She used to like grab Sheena around the waist sometimes because they kind of look alike. It's really cute. It's like they have the same coloring, the same face, the same hair. It's like, no, she's my daughter, but you could be auntie.
You could be auntie.
You could be auntie.
Now I have a friend here too.
Yes, let's see your friend.
So many of you who watched my show, you have seen my friend the devil, and when I first found him online, I was in love. I went, okay, there's something about this guy. I just love him so much. And my ex-fiance told me, you need to buy that. You need to buy him. He is spirited. You're going to use him in your videos, and you'll find a way. He said, this is what he said. He said, tonight, that doll is going to come to you in your dream, and he's going to say, where is my friend? I want to go home. I want to go home. And then sure enough, my friend the devil appeared in my dream, and he said, tell Tony I said hi.
And come by me.
So and I did. I made a way for him and his brother, Asmodeus. And sometimes my friend the devil will be in here, and he'll want attention, and he'll go click, 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 click with his heel on the mirror. My producer here is motioning to something. Were you?
They just did.
Oh, the mirrors are clicking over there?
It just clicked twice.
Well, it's also his brother Asmodeus is being a little bit jealous because he's
not here in the party. Belle's loving this. Oh my God.
Yes. Well, Miss Belle, how I wish I want you to experience. I want you to be happy here, my friend. So, what else can you tell me about this beautiful lady? What's
people have taken to her again. Now that she doesn't wear people out. And speaking of Sheena, she gave her, Belle was new, she gave her a heart palpitation when she has a fibrillation thing. So it's like, no more heart attacks. But again, it was just the use of energy. I don't know, people just take to her or are scared to death with her. I'm sure you get that too, both of you and your powers. It's like, 'cause people have a thing about dolls. People are so afraid of dolls. Even Zach Bagans is afraid of dolls.
It's so funny.
I mean, he has a billion of them, but... because they have faces, which is why if I was a haunted object, I could go in a teacup, or I can go in something with a face and mouth and ears. I'm going in something with the face and ears
and it's
and
an
mouth
empty vessel. It's already
and especially
the older ones that have human hair and ivory and porcelain that has been worked by hands. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So people, actually this dress was made for a girl from her in the UK. She had me send her measurements and everything, and she made this beautiful little Victorian suit. It's a dress and a coat.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I keep sprinkling up. Sorry, Belle, I'm just a bad mommy holding you correctly.
Oh, she says, look, I just... She's doing that right now. Oh,
she's very
so
happy
lovely.
here.
She's
Your
very
house
happy.
is beautiful.
Well, you know, she's always welcome. I actually found I found something that had energy too. You haven't even seen it, but I sent it to my mother. My mother is 81 years old, and she collects. She collects. And so I found this beautiful bisque porcelain doll from about 1910, and I didn't know what to do with it. I was going to send pictures of it to our mutual friend Frankie.
Yes.
And then
afraid of dolls.
And then my mother just fell in love with it, and I went, okay, all right, I'll send you. Be good to this little boy. He's a boy. Be good to him. So the last I heard, I don't know if there's any hauntings in that one, but I'm certain there probably are.
And they'll take on a spirit. I mean, we create spirits too. I'm a big, working with egregore, servitor, fetishes. You know, we create spirits. You put enough attention to something.
That actually brings up a very good point. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Good point. Interrupt anyone?
Energies, things that didn't exist until a certain moment in time that now have reached mass culture. Energies. Is there any certain energy or deity or angel or demon that might come to mind that people have? Because one of my favorites is Zozo.
Oh yes, we can talk Zozo. I was going to go Lucifer.
I mean Lucifer too.
Lucifer's so popular.
Lucifer too.
But Zozo brings up so much negative. Lucifer's getting a makeover, so people are getting that he's the light bearer. People are getting that he's kind of the same as the Christ. Forgive me, everyone who's like burning in hell right now.
But it really is true. Lucifer, the bringer of light, is the representational of Christ. That it really actually is.
It's the morning star. It's the morning star.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also referred to in the Bible, even Jesus is oftentimes even referred as the shining star, as the morning star.
Yeah.
So there are.
Yes. So, but the Zozo thing, yes.
Zozo.
Oh my goodness. Because I work a lot with Darren Evans, who's the Zozo guy. He's the guy that looks like Ozzy Osbourne, and he did years ago one of the early because he brought in the Zozo demon in Zach Wend, and they filmed that. He's written books on it, and Rosemary Ellen Guiley. And I remember from an earlier book he wrote something about 2020 and Zozo and 2020, because we're sitting, you write a check out and you're going June whatever 2020, but it looks like Zozo. It's this weird. I don't know how much of it is there, how much now we've created and added on. What do you think?
Well, my idea is that I'm actually going to be talking about this later on, but Zozo is linked to the Mesopotamian deity Pazuzu, but he as a name didn't exist until the dawning of the internet. But I do believe in Zozo. I do believe that they are pulling something up. I do believe people are having experiences with Zozo.
Yeah, I do too. And again, how much it's connected to this 2020 thing, I don't know, but there are so many weird coincidences, and coincidences so rarely are coincidences.
Well, and that's the thing too. My friend Adam was talking about coincidence. When you break down the etymology of the word coincidence, to co means to exist, duality, incidents. So it's sort of a back and forth. We co-incident.
I like that. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We learned something today, huh, Val?
Oh, she's so
she is
lovely.
So
oh, she is. And you know what? She matches so well.
She matches your whole house. Your sofa.
I forgot that you were in red. I thought you were all in white, my darling. When I looked at you in my mind.
Well, she used to have. Originally, she was just in a little like modern day baby knit thing, and she was not happy.
No. She's used to finery.
So we went on a quest. First, I found her this little kind of antique. It was a white almost like a nightgowny, chiffony. She loves that. She loves that. Another friend found a cute little pink baby dress, but once this was made for her, this is her party dress.
Well, it is beautiful. It is, and that pin is lovely too.
Yes, and she'll put her devil and angels back on. She doesn't knock them off. Mommy put them on badly because it was dark.
It's my home. I like to tell people I decorate an early American funeral home.
And it's the prettiest funeral home you've ever been in.
Oh, well, we are here at 25 minutes, and I guess, do you have anything else you would like to say before we...
No, thank you for having me on. Again, keep watching this guy. He is one of the most magical, charismatic, original, fabulous folks on the planet. Well, one of my favorite folks on the planet.
Well, I don't know where we ended off there. Sorry about that, folks. I did have a phone call right in the middle, so I don't know how much of that we got, but I know we got up until the end. So we were just coming on to say, this is my very good friend, Patti Negri. Now, Patti, how can people find you on social media?
Pretty much Patti Negri. PattiNegri.com is my website. Instagram is Patti.Negri. Facebook, Patti Negri Psychic Medium. For now, I keep going, why don't I have Goodwitch? Twitter at Patti Negri, just Patti Negri. And a home base, it'd be my website where you can get kind of everywhere from it. So yeah, bathroom malls across America.
Do you have any exciting news, anything coming up that we should tell the audience?
Well, things got very, very pushed back with this Corona thing. But I have my own website, which I got to get you on. I have my own podcast called The Witching Hour. You can listen to it on dashradio.com, and then a week later, all the regular podcast places. Look for The Witching Hour, Patti Negri, because I think there's a few others. And that's it. When we start production again, I'm doing a show with Trevor Moore, who I love. He's a comedian, and I love that. I'm kind of like his weird psychic sidekick. And we had done a few, and then this hit. And I'm not sure he's going to leave his house for another year, though. A lot of the issue is, even if production comes back, and the city said production can come back, people are afraid to. And now insurance companies aren't insuring them, and they're not going to start filming because you don't want your star to get sick, whether it's Brad Pitt or Belle the doll. You can't.
Belle doesn't get sick.
She doesn't.
Belle doesn't get sick.
No.
She says, no, I don't do that.
So anyway, that's kind of it. I've just been coasting like everybody else. Energy is weird. I've been doing a lot more clearings and stuff. I'm sure you're probably getting the calls too, because as chaotic as our world is chaotic as the other side of the veil is too.
Vibrations.
The vibrations, the shift. So just dance. Shimmy away.
All right, my friends. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Make certain to hit the like, subscribe button. Check us out on Patreon, The Gentleman's House. And I appreciate it. As always, I've been your host, Richard-Lael Lillard, the Gentleman Psychic. Till next time. Asmodeus. Oh, hello, my friend Patti Negri.
Hello, my friend the devil, Amadeus. Hey, guess what? I've got one for you this time.
Oh, I like good jokes.
Okay, I asked my doll if she was haunted. I'm so glad she said no. But
Bravo. All right. Make certain to hit the like and subscribe button.